A turnaround and a new era on the way for one cultural and culinary hotspot. Plus, it's never too soon to up your financial literacy skills. Those details straight ahead. Also, the Pilot Club Sunshine observes Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month. You want to stay close for that. And in sports, the National Family Island Regatta gets ready to set sail.
Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Good evening, everyone. On this thankful Tuesday, I'm Royson Jones, and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now. Now, whether it's navigating rush hour traffic or just getting through the workday a little smoother, today is World Creativity and Innovation Day, a celebration of problem solving and thinking outside the box in all forms. So if you've had a new idea today, no matter how small, you're on the right track. And around here, we'll take a good idea any day of the week. So let's get right into the news. The beloved Arawak Cay site has been a staple in the Bahamian culinary and cultural landscape for decades. But it's safe to say it's lost some of its charm over the years. It's the hope of the Arawak Cay Vendors Association leadership team that'll be restored to its glory days. Leah Cooper reports.
A new chapter seems to be unfolding at Arawak Cay. Over the years, the beloved culinary and culture hub has seen its fair share of highs and lows, and very recently, devastation after 6 stalls were burnt to the ground late last year. But a new leadership headed by incoming President Lillian Larimore Smith's team recently outlined plans to tackle key issues like infrastructure concerns to unregulated vending.
As I step into this role, I am committed to working closely with my team to address the challenges we face, including infrastructure issues and vendors' concern. My mandate is simple: no vendor left behind. One very important issue is the issue of persons coming to Arawak Cay selling without a permit. We would want to be on the ground, knowing what's going on. We also have children coming out with sponsor sheets, selling jewelry and perfume, and they're here late in the night.
That commitment already gaining support from stakeholders who say collaboration will be key in tackling shared challenges and strengthening the community.
Today, we want to let everybody know that her fight and his fight is my fight. Today, she might have the issue further down the road. I may be facing the same issues.
I'm here today to say thank you as we unite and as we bridge the gap and bring people together as we continue to strive to make the Bahamas what it truly is, better.
Stakeholders say Arawak Cay's cultural relevance goes beyond tourism and speaks to the heart of the community it serves.
As you could hear the president allude to, Arawak Cay is not just for tourists to come and take part in. Arawak Cay is intentional. The vendors, the business people here are intentional about serving the Bahamian public. And so it's important that they stress that.
In the end, leaders say unity and accountability will be critical in shaping the future of Arawak Cay for vendors, visitors, and the wider community. For the Bahamas Tonight Access Now, I'm Leah Cooper.
Such a culturally iconic spot. Thanks so much, Leah. Meanwhile, high school students throughout the capital getting a jump start on learning about financial literacy during Monday's Central Bank's Finance Forward seminar at the Bahamas Convention Center. The one-day seminar educated the young participants on smart financial habits they can adapt now that lead to a more financially prudent adult life. Central Bank Governor John Roll encouraged the students to listen carefully, ask questions, and engage with the speakers.
When it comes to financially sound behavior and practices, it begins early in life, and it should be a lifelong journey. And that we also want to encourage them to influence others to, stay on the path, where they're undertaking, financially sound behavior and practices.
High school juniors Cole Pinder and Kiera Dorset were eager to get money smart.
11th grade student getting ready to graduate and head to college. It's teaching me how to save and how to save my money for my future, my education. So I hope to grasp that concept and use it in the future.
I think this initiative is very important as it teaches us to save today for more profitable tomorrow. You know, as we're young people, we usually when we get money, we tend to spend it right away. And it teaches us to like invest our money instead of let it sit in the bank and just accumulate nothing, and to put it into proper interest trust or fund and get back our return on investment.
The learning already begun there. Meanwhile, the Sunshine Pilot Club hosting an event today that brought together various schools in the capital which cater to special needs students, especially those with autism. And as it's still Autism Acceptance and Awareness Month, Pilot Club President Deanne Johnson says the initiative was personal.
I don't have any biological children in my family that's impacted by it, but I have friends, I have neighbors, I have club members that have children, that have grandchildren, and I was one of those persons initially, like a lot of us, that didn't know. So we made the assumption if a kid is acting up, they're just rude. But after becoming educated, after becoming exposed, after becoming more knowledgeable, listen here, my level of compassion and empathy went to the ceiling because I feel the need to help make a difference. They're on spectrums, they can be geniuses, sometimes they're a little bit less, but at the end of the day, when you put them together, it's just amazing what these kids can do.
The mother of a 7-year-old autistic son urged parents to teach their children kindness and understanding, reminding them that children on the spectrum deserve acceptance too.
Urge parents to have that conversation with your kids daily, that all kids are not the same and all kids don't learn the same, all kids don't communicate the same. So it's okay to be nice to children that are different from you, and it's okay to, you know, try to communicate with children that are different from you, and well, of course we all know bullying is not okay.
Acceptance, of course. Still to come, BAIC is hosting its Taste and Tell event this weekend, so bring your taste buds along. We've got all the details coming up next. And of course, Diane Dorsett has your Access weather forecast, so stay close.
Are you better off today? Brave Davis and his cronies are. Extravagant taxpayer-funded trips, a luxury car for Philip, and hundreds of millions in no-bid contracts for their allies. But for us, gas and groceries through the roof, VAT on bread basket items, healthcare broken and unaffordable, and illegal immigrants flooding our communities. While Brave Davis and his cronies keep getting ahead, we pay the price. Under the F&M, that changes, because their job is to work for you.
Bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding bang. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding bang. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding bang.
Tuesday, April 21st, and it's time for your Access weather forecast. But before we take a look at what's shaping our weather for the next few days, someone asked me earlier, why does it rain when we're having a cold front? And I figured if one person has that question, someone else has that question. So here's why. Cold air can't hold much moisture. So on its own, it doesn't usually bring widespread rain. But when a cold front moves in, it wedges underneath warmer moisture air and forces it upwards. As that warm air rises, it cools and the moisture condenses, and we get bursts of heavy rain. Once the cold air takes over, skies often clear quickly, bringing a noticeable break in the weather. So right now, our satellite picture shows a broad area of cloudiness across the central and southeast Bahamas in response to the passage of a prefrontal trough and a cold front. This system will continue moving into the southeast Bahamas by tomorrow, while skies gradually begin to clear across the northwest Bahamas. Now, across the country tonight, winds in the northwest and central Bahamas are northeast to east at 15 to 25 knots, seas at 5 to 8 feet, and a small craft advisory in effect. We'll also get a high tide at 12 in the morning. In the southeast Bahamas tonight, winds are northeast at 20 to 30 knots, seas at 7 to 12 feet, and small craft operators are urged to stay in port. Then tomorrow in the northwest Bahamas, winds will be easterly at 15 to 25 knots, seas at 5 to 8 feet, a low tide at 6:47 in the morning, and a high tide at 12:38. In the central and southeast Bahamas, as the system moves southward, winds will be northeast at 15 to 25 knots, seas at 5 to 8 feet, and a small craft advisory in place. And finally, in the northwest Bahamas on Thursday, winds will be easterly decreasing to 10 to 15 knots, seas at 2 to 4 feet, a low tide at 7:51 in the morning, followed by a high tide at 1:45 in the afternoon. In the central and southeast Bahamas, winds easterly at 15 to 20 knots, seas at 4 to 7 feet, and a small craft caution still in effect. It's time now for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Beautification and the realization, history of the night. We are the continents of the West.
That was your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. And that wraps up your Access Weather forecast. But join me again at 11 for a full weather update. Have a great evening, everyone.
Now, whoever's choosing the music for the international forecast is doing a great job. Thanks so much, Diane. Meanwhile, this weekend, the Bahamas Agricultural and Industrial Corporation will host its 5th annual Taste and Tell Food Expo, the largest food processing showcase in the country. Joining us to chat more about it are LeVar Miller and Tanja Burrows. I want to say to you both, thank you so much for joining us on Access Now.
Thank you. Good to be here.
This event, of course, is promoting food sustainability in the Bahamas, and it's such a pivotal thing. But I want to take it back 5 years ago to what started it again.
Well, basically, the event was started in 2022, and one of the ideas was because of the fact that as I traveled, I noticed that I did not see us as Bahamian products anywhere.
Wow.
And so it was being inspired to actually create an event that would be able to take our Bahamian local products that are wonderfully made here in the Bahamas.
Absolutely.
And showcase to the wholesalers, the hoteliers, and anybody who comes into the Bahamas to visit, our tourists, to be able to see and taste and carry back a part of the Bahamas with them.
That's so
because
important.
food is a part of culture, and so we express ourselves through food items and stuff. So it was a good idea to take a little product back to the United States, Canada, wherever you're going,
yes,
and let people taste what we have to offer here.
This has been incredibly successful. Of course, this weekend we're going to see showcases of food. We're going to see competitions of sorts. We were talking about one off air.
Yes.
What can attendees expect?
Well, they can expect the chef competition, a mixologist competition, and a pepper eating competition.
You had me at pepper.
Yes. And this year we've actually increased. So our first year we had 30 vendors, and now we're up to about 57 vendors.
57
vendors, food vendors.
I'm looking forward to this pepper competition. I might have to come out just to see if I can take the Scovilles on the pepper side.
Yes.
Of course, the work of BIC is so important in terms of, increasing our food security and our food sustainability. And that means not just lowering costs, but also improving quality. BIC has continued to do an excellent job in doing that, but I want to talk to you a little bit about, or ask you a little about what's been happening this year so far, especially coming off the success of the Agri Expo just recently.
Mm-hmm. Well, the government is focused on food security, and that's important because we want to ensure that we are able to feed ourselves in case of a crisis or an emergency where our borders are closed, or those who we get items from, they close their borders.
Yes.
And so it's important that we put focus on us being able to grow food that will sustain us And so I think that BAIC and the Ministry of Agriculture is very focused on ensuring that we provide the opportunities for Bahamians, whether it be through leased land, whether it be through materials, to provide opportunities for persons here on New Providence as well as in the Family Islands. And so we see that as our major focus in ensuring that we increase our level of building food security in the Bahamas.
That's critical, and I want to thank you for the job that you continue to do. Just before we go, I have to ask you, please tell us when, where, and how can people get more information about the event coming up?
Well, basically, you can contact us at BAIC. Our telephone number or numbers that we've been using has been 376-6209 and asks about the event. Connects to the food processing department. And so the event will be on Saturday, April 25th at the Western Esplanade. That is located on the eastern side of Arawak Cay.
Gotcha.
Yes. And so it's from 1 to 9 p.m.
Okay.
And we will have the, like I said, the chef competition. Also, we'll have the pepper eating contest and the mixologist. And we just want you to come down because we'll have a kids' corner. It's a fun-filled event. We'll have live entertainment. We'll have a lot of tasting going on. So come on down, bring your family, friends, and loved ones, and have a great time.
We're looking forward to it, and thank you so much for joining us. Wishing
You're
you
quite
all
welcome.
The success at the event itself.
Yes, thank you so much.
And stay with us. Amajal Knows with Sports is right after this break.
Come and visit us at Shop Smart, 'cause everything is here.
Yes, we have it all for you. Toys, clothing, office supplies, appliances, custom cut blinds, bedding, drapes, and rugs. Come and visit us on Mackey Street, 2 blocks down from Wolf Road. Call us at 698-1052.
Shop Smart, Shop Smart. Oh, everything is here.
Everyone hates a dead car battery. Why not get a battery that lasts and has a 12-month warranty and is only $64.50? Intercontinental batteries are made with German technology, compatible with Japanese, US, and European vehicles, and adapts to warm climates. All right, good to go. These batteries are high quality, affordable, innovative, and only available at AID. Visit us online or WhatsApp us at 427-0026. AID, all you really need and more.
Foreign commercial banks have been closing across our islands. For thousands of Bahamians, our country's post office savings banks are a lifeline, providing safe and secure banking. But Michael Pintard says,
we will abolish the bank through the post office system.
That's a risk Bahamians can't afford. That's why the Prime Minister is making post office savings banks stronger to protect Bahamian families and small businesses who rely on them.
Welcome to your Tuesday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knows, topping sports. Well, it's officially regatta time again. The 70th edition of the National Family Island Regatta set to sail away starting tomorrow through Saturday in Georgetown, Exuma. Activity getting started this evening, though, with the arrival of the boats as well as the skippers meeting, with the official opening ceremony taking place at this hour in the beautiful Elizabeth Harbor. Look at the race schedule. Action kicking off on Wednesday with 4 cup races in the A, B, and C class. Thursday kicking off at 8:30 a.m. with the BPL Cup race, as well as A, B, and C Cup races as well. Friday will be the 2nd series races before closing out with the 3rd series races on Saturday and the official closing ceremony. You can stay locked into Zenda's Toll Sports team as our Charles Fisher will be in Exuma and keeps us updated on all the action from this year's National Family Island Regatta. In basketball news, Philadelphia 76ers guard VJ Edgecombe has been named a finalist for the 2025-2026 NBA Rookie of the Year award. He was named a finalist alongside Dallas Mavericks forward Cooper Flagg and Charlotte Hornets forward Con Knipple. Edgecombe, the number 3 overall pick in last year's draft, averaged 16 points, 5 boards, and 4 assists in 75 games in his rookie season. He also shot 35% from 3. Edgecombe earned Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month honors in March after averaging 18 points, 5 boards, 4 assists, and just over a steal in 13 games. Edgecombe and his Sixers are hoping to tie up their opening round Eastern Conference series tonight against the Boston Celtics. In college basketball news, Raymond Collins is on the move after a breakout season with the Florida International Panthers. Collins signing with the Texas Tech Red Raiders. She had a breakout season, winning Conference USA Player of the Week 3 times. She was also named the CUSA Player of the Year, CUSA Newcomer of the Year, as well as a first-team All-CUSA selection. She would also be named to the CUSA All-Defensive Team as well. She would lead the Panthers to a 21-11 overall record and a 12-6 conference record to finish second in the league. She also helped FIU to the semifinals of the conference tournament and to the second round of the WNIT. She would lead the Panthers in minutes, field goals, free throws, points, rebounds, points per game, and blocks. She was also second on the team with 62 steals while shooting 45% from the field and 72% from the free throw line. And not only did Collins lead the team in rebounding at 8.9 a game, but she grabbed a whopping 121 offensive boards, ranking 12th nationally in the category. Collins checked in 13th nationally in free throw attempts as well. Of course, she would spend her first 2 seasons at Ole Miss under the tutelage of Yolette McPhee-McCouen. 30-30 season, Maine professional baseball player Jazz Chisholm Jr. has seemingly hit an early season wall. So far, he is experiencing somewhat of a sophomore jinx after arguably his best season in the majors. The 28-year-old starting second baseman for the Yankees is batting just .164 this season and is yet to hit a home run through 22 games. It's one of the longest homerless streaks of his 7-year career. Chisholm has just 12 hits in 73 at-bats, 3 RBIs, and has scored just 6 runs. Chisholm also is the only Yankees regular starter not to go deep so far in the year. After missing Sunday's game, Chisholm is expected to be back in the lineup tonight, and the Yankees travel to Fenway in Boston to take on their AL East rivals, the Boston Red Sox. And we end this evening's sportscast on a somber note as the Zenasol sports team sending our condolences out to the family and friends of young Caden Bain, the young athlete passing away yesterday after a battle with a long-standing illness. Bain as recently as last week competed in the Frank Pancho Ramming All-Schools Nationals, winning the boys under-9 400-meter final. Bain, a dual-sport athlete, also being an avid swimmer and member of the Barracuda Swim Club. He was just 9 years old. And that's been a look at your sports on this Tuesday. I'm Amajal Knowles signing out until tomorrow.
Easter Farmers Market has always been a celebration, a manifestation of the commitment that our family has had to the Bahamas and now to Team BTC. So this is our way of showing how much we care, how much we're invested in the health and wellness of the Bahamas, and how we believe that that intrinsically comes from what we put into our bodies. The CEO's Farmers Market this year has just meant so much to us as a family, and we hope that that also translates to what it means to the team here at BTC.
I'm so appreciative. I want to thank the team for putting this on, as well as our CEO and his family. It was so important to understand not only the persons behind what we're seeing today and experiencing, but also just how we can now incorporate it in our own healthy lifestyles every day.
This year is even a bigger gathering. I see Team BTC on display as we put this all together. And it's just a moment for me to take a step back and admire our team, admire our spirit, and see our people come together. What a moment.
Behind every strong economy is a bold entrepreneur, and we're here to support them, island by island. On Grand Bahama, we've helped 486 entrepreneurs turn their dreams into thriving businesses. Through over $14.4 million in approved funding, the SBDC is strengthening Grand Bahama's economy by investing in its leading sectors: food and beverage, tourism, and fishing. Every business we support strengthens the economy, starting with yours. SBDC Bahamas.
Famous downtown straw market, such an iconic shot there. Time now to take a trip to Eleuthera. Let's go. news. Our bread and butter industry continues to produce impressive tourism numbers, especially in the Family Islands. Take, for instance, Eleuthera. The mainland, as well as Harbor Island, welcomed more than 119,000 visitors last year. And according to tourism stats, that's a 53% increase over the previous year and a nearly doubling of 2019 levels. That's according to Tourism Director General Latia Duncombe, who listed the 2026 data at last week's Eleuthera Business Outlook.
For the first 2 months of 2026, air arrivals into Eleuthera exceeded 17,000, slightly above last year and more than 50% ahead of 2019 levels. This level of stopover growth is particularly important. It reflects increased demand for the types of experiences that Eleuthera is known for.
Again, excellent news there, but that's going to do it for Access Now for tonight. Join us tomorrow night when we have a special feature for World Earth Day. Stay tuned for the rundown with Howard Grant, who is back tonight, so stick around for that. Good night, everybody.